So I've decided to make a video about equality. There's a lot of people that seem to think that feminism is a good, what's the word, ideology that supports equality. And there are some feminists that have very good ideas that I would agree with, and then there are some feminists who are more like feminazis. The problem with feminism is that it's only focused on one side. There's sexism towards men and women. It's not just a female thing. And, it just doesn't make sense. Like, if I were to, just make a movement about equality for all called masculinism, that doesn't make any sense. Or manism, or maleism, or whatever. I don't know. But you see my point. It doesn't make any sense. Why not say humanism? Because you're looking for equal human rights. I personally think that we need some rights for animals, too. Wildlife and pets. Like, written into the Constitution, like human rights. Not necessarily the same set of rights, but rights that protect them from, being abused and tortured and killed unnecessarily. But I'm not talking about that right now. So, there are examples of sexism towards women, especially in the Middle Eastern countries, where women are property. They're sold into slavery as merchandise, and they just serve their husbands like a robot. That is terrible. That's the kind of stuff that we need a feminism for. But, like I said, there's no reason to call it feminism. Then there's other things, like, there isn't really an equivalent to male sexism in the world. And that just has to do with our culture. Our culture isn't a good thing. It has a lot of bad ideas in it. I think you should ignore most of what culture tells you. A lot of what it tells you, like things like murder are bad and stealing is wrong, those are the kind of things that you should pay attention to. But when it comes to some other things like, some stereotypical bullcrap, it's not the kind of stuff that you should really pay attention to. I mean, like my culture would have me say, would impose on me that I have to have short hair, and that I can't paint my nails, and that I can't, actually have feelings and cry and that kind of stuff because I'm a man, and men are supposed to be these tough, emotionless fighting machines. That's sexism. That is just sexist. It's like saying, women are inherently weak, they're just small and weak, so, not even bothering with their emotions, they're just weak little things anyway. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Suppressing emotions in either gender, even if it is more powerful, or certain emotions are more powerful in females due to the estrogen levels, it's still, it's still something that we all experience. Some men experience emotions more than others. The estrogen level is different in different men. But there are little kinds of sexism, like, when it's expected that a woman makes you a sandwich, that's just sexist. Or it's expected that women should know how to cook, and not the men. That is sexist. If you like to eat, you should know how to cook. And so, that pretty much applies to everyone. It's really pathetic if you don't know how to cook and you like to eat, because those two kind of things, don't coincide. Especially if you're living on your own. But you shouldn't just expect others to cook for you. But in the same sense, men are expected to do laborious tasks and things like going out of their way to open the door for women. That's sexist. It's not like, the kind of sexism in the Middle Eastern countries, but that is sexist. I mean, I will open the door for someone if it's convenient for me. I'm not going to go out of my way to open the door for someone, regardless of their gender. And I kind of feel the same way about laborious tasks, unless there's something that you need to do that is essential that you do it. When things are essential, you do them. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl. You shouldn't have some custom that says, oh, well, women do these things and men do these things. No, unless there's something that women can't do and men can't do, or, and vice versa, then you should both equally pitch in. You know, if one person gets exhausted quicker because of the physique of the gender, then the other should counter for that. But you know, it's not like men do all the laborious work and then women do all the cooking and cleaning, because that's just not fair. And I'm sure I could come up with other examples of sexism, but mainly what I wanted to talk about is the crazy radical feminist movement that the original feminist movement is kind of developed into today. Like, if you look up The Amazing Atheist and Thunderfoot on YouTube under feminism, they'll give you lots of information about crazy posts that some of these people who actually think that they're for gender equality want, like, or have said, you know, it's just not fair. Sounds like someone's going home. Well, I lost track, but I basically said what I meant to say.